has been unbelievable, averaging 23 points her last 2 games. Our officials, Michael Murray, Kenneth Nash, Doug Knight, and UCLA begins here in Westwood. Big Ten Conference play is off for the Bruins and the Ducks. That's from the mid-range. And Fiso fights for the rebound. And a travel on Oregon. We'll give the ball back to UCLA. Kelly Graves leading the Ducks in his 12th season. And he led them to the program's first Final Four appearance back in 2019.
Coach Graves, one of the best in women's basketball, especially in developing his players in ball screen actions. You see it so much at the next level, but you see what a player like Sabrina Ionescu's been able to do in the league in terms of her creation. It's huge for guards. Betts all alone and an easy finish to get UCLA on the board. That was a perfect pass from Charlize Walker, just hitting her right where Betts could only catch it.
Fiso plays point guard for the Ducks. Sophia Bell to Jacobs. Rambis looks back door, hands it to Ari Long. 6 on the shot clock. Oregon's got to go. Bell a little short, and a rebound for Neepkins. A transfer from Utah. Swings it for Ledger Walker. Rice left alone. A little short.
Already you see Rambis trying to body up against Betts once she gets it on the swing pass, or even facing her, not trying to let her have an easy look at the rim.
Fiso down in the corner, comes up hobbling, and it's 5-on-4 advantage UCLA. Somebody's open. Betts catches. And short on the jumper.
Well, nice job by Muhammad coming over for Oregon.
And hopefully Fiso is okay. Came up hobbling, grabbing that left ankle. She's got a brace on both of the ankles. Just a little turn trying to decel.
Right there, yeah.
Third season at Oregon, just made 11 starts all of last year. In the corner, Long. A little short. And UCLA the other way. Bruins have started 1 for 4 from the field. Neepkins looks for Betts. Ledger Walker underneath. Betts muscles. Rambis the block. Another offensive rebound for the Bruins. 7 to shoot. Neepkins falling away. And out of bounds to UCLA. Talked about Kelly Graves, the head coach for the Ducks. Corey Close. And year 15 for UCLA and the all-time winningest women's basketball coach in program history.
Coming off a Final Four appearance, and someone who our players just absolutely love. When you talk to Coach Close, she's a brilliant basketball mind, but also the culture she's been able to build here at UCLA has been remarkable. And it's a team that we very well can see making the Final Four again this season.
Betts using the window for 2. She's got the first 4.
When Betts gets deep post positioning, it's game over. But her team has to make sure they get her the ball once she's able to hold that seal down low.
So Hina's checked in the game. Here's Rambis. Circles by Betts. Just left it a little short. Ledger Walker fouled in transition.
UCLA's offense runs through Lauren Betts. She's 6'7". She makes great decisions with the ball, but she stays patient, the decision-making. Give it up, then get it back. Repost, wait for it, wait for the seam to come through. It's really difficult to stop Lauren Betts if you're going to stand behind her, guarding her. Rambis has to be a little more physical, and the guards guarding the perimeter have to make a really tough pass inside.
Betts catches, swings it. Ledger Walker lines it up. In and out. Bruins just 2 for 9 to start. Oregon 0 for 4. So Hina off one leg. Ricochets off front rim. Neepkins steps around the defense and finishes with the right hand.
Fantastic balance from Neepkins too. Her momentum was going one way, but she keeps those shoulder squares finishing towards the rim.
Nearly a 50, 40, 90 shooter this season. The efficiency off the charts. Almost a steal for Ledger Walker. Rambis fouled by Betts.
UCLA wants to play with pace, push the ball, and right here when Neepkins catches it, she just drives straight to the rim, stays focused on the finish, and avoids any sort of extra contact so a charge can't get called. Really nice awareness by Neepkins. She made that look harder than it probably was. It's a great finish.
The coaching staff talked about how crafty she is as a scorer, and a glimpse of it there. Can Oregon get on the board? 0 for 5 to begin.
They got to get to the rim right now. They've settled for some outside shots that have been contested.
Rice cuts off Jacobs. Bell thought about a 3. 5 on the shot clock. Jacobs heads to the free throw line.
Anytime as a team your offense isn't flowing, try to get down low, get to the line, stop the clock, and put points on the board. UCLA's defense has been in passing lanes. Every single time the ball is passed, there's a white jersey that's arrived on the flight of the ball, and it's not allowing Oregon to get into any sort of offensive flow.
You look at Fiso, seemed to turn that ankle as Oregon gets on the boards with the Jacobs free throw.
Oregon had some travel issues coming in to UCLA. They had to have their original flight was canceled, had to get on another flight out of Portland, and some of their bags didn't make it, so they've had to use UCLA's training materials in order to tape ankles once they got to the arena.
Baseline jumper from Neepkins, and she nets it.
She's patient. Neepkins makes really good decisions. She reads the defense quickly, but doesn't need a ton of time to get the shot off. I love that short corner from her.
Here's Avery Kane, the former Bruin, with a right-handed layup. And it trickles out to Kiki Rice. Neepkins left alone. Knocks it down. UCLA with a double-digit lead. And Kelly Graves wants to talk things over.
Gianna Neepkins has been all over the floor, scoring at the rim, in the mid-range, wide open from 3. You can't give her that much time or space. She's got time to read a book out there.
A transfer from Utah who chose UCLA because she wanted to be part of a winning culture. And the 4th-ranked Bruins looking for their first Big Ten conference win of the season.
See the press here by UCLA, just trying to slow down Oregon, get them a little out of sorts.
Itute, a chance for an and one.
Itute missed the last game for the Ducks, but coming in, she brings so much to the offense in terms of her ability to finish. She's so physical down in the paint. This is a great finish here, just going in, finishing through the contact at the rim. And I appreciate when players go up to finish the layup. They don't go up to try to get the call. You gotta try to get the bucket to go. There's nothing worse than when someone yells and one and you don't even make it. Come on now, gotta finish plays.
Call that ethical hoops, right?
I'm glad there's a term for it.
First made field goal for Oregon. And they are back within 7, and good news for the Ducks. Katie Fiso back out there after the ankle roll in the first minute.
She's tough, man. Here's Oregon's zone. They've been playing a ton this year, just trying to crowd things for UCLA in the paint. You got to move the ball with some pace if you're the Bruins to get the zone to shift.
Dugalich looking backdoor for Hawkes and throws it fire. Out of bounds UCLA with 12 to shoot.
Oregon's zone is good because they're so active with their hands. You don't feel like you have a clear pass on the inside and they're moving on the flight of the ball. Communication. Someone's constantly having the head on a swivel, so you're not getting caught ball watching. It's a nice job by Oregon.
Ledger Walker. And a foul goes on Dugalich, trying to fly in for the rebound.
Rebounding is so important for Oregon to keep UCLA to one and done. The Bruins have so many weapons on the offensive end that can shoot it. Oregon needs to be ready for long rebounds, and if they're going to somehow miss a shot, you got to make sure that they don't get another chance.
Here comes Avery Kane. Spent last season here at UCLA, a 5-star recruit. Hands it to Jacobs, back to Kane. Swings it in the lane. Dugalich breaks it up. Second Oregon turnover. Bruins out and running. Ledger Walker tries to force one in the lane. And a steal for Sophia Bell and the Oregon Ducks. All alone. Itute finishes on the recycle.
Just getting the extra rebound and finishing. But already Itute's come in and completely changed the landscape for Oregon with her just ability to finish down low, and now they have time off and make to come back and get set up in the zone.
She's got both made field goals for the Ducks. back within 2 possessions. Jaquez in the corner. Offensive rebound, Dugalic. And a chance for 2 at the free throw line.
It's insane to think that UCLA has 6 different players averaging double figures in scoring. Angela Dugalic was a starter on a Final Four team last season for the Bruins. This year, she's coming off the bench because they were able to add Gianna Niepkens from Utah in the transfer portal. And Dugalic has completely answered that call. She's so humble. She said, hey, coach, I'm okay coming off the bench. It's a huge advantage for Coach Close to be able to look to her bench and have somebody come in who brings that spark scoring and also defensively.
Get a look at the numbers.
That's just, you're spoiled if you have that. It's unreal. And Lauren Betts, again, who's Big Ten preseason player of the year, going to be a candidate for National Player of the Year. She's your 4th leading scorer.
Yeah.
You call that a good problem to have.
When your best player is your 4th leading scorer and you're still winning games, you have every offensive weapon. Fiso back in action, and Rice stayed right with her. Out of bounds to UCLA.
Good defense by Rice. Rice has tremendous size. It's underrated, 5'11", but she plays bigger and has really good quickness to stay in front of shifty guards.
Ledger Walker bounces it to Jaquez. Kicks it back to Ledger Walker, and a 3 in the key going on UCLA.
Good awareness by Oregon to keep her in the paint as well. Gabriela Jaquez has done so many good things for this UCLA team. High basketball IQ where she just can find anybody on the floor. And then defensively, obviously, just staying in front of people, moving on the flight of the ball, especially on that help side line.
Fiso back in the offensive end for Oregon, trying to cut down at the 6-point lead for the Bruins. Itute muscles on Betts. One-legged follow-away blocked by Betts. Come the Bruins on the counter. Betts on the face-up. Tries to swing it. And Fiso is steal. Kane in the lane. Ledger Walker.
Wow.
What a strip. Bruins on the counter. Jaquez from deep. Off the back rim. And now the Ducks the other way. And backdoor violation as the Ducks turn it over for the 3rd time.
Lauren Betts, the reigning defensive player of the year in the Big Ten. Boom! How about that? The timing and then the transition defense. That's a fantastic job by Charlize Ledger Walker, getting back and playing 2. You got to stay in the middle, keep your head on the swivel, and she makes a great play on the ball.
Betts catches, swings to Kiki Rice from deep. Offensive rebound, Betts. Elevates and finishes. Lauren Betts with 6 points for the Bruins.
Really trying to crowd Betts right now, and she's staying patient, not forcing it. That was a great pass out, and then the finish.
Sophia Bell and the Ducks. Long 2 from Muhammad, almost banks it in, and a rebound, Ledger Walker. Niepkens had an early 7, and that one threw her legs out of bounds to Oregon. 4th turnover for UCLA. If you're Oregon here, 2 for 12 to start, how do you get the offense going?
The offense comes by getting to the foul line, trying to get UCLA in a little bit of foul trouble, but you can stop the clock and put some points on the board. Getting to the rim and to the foul line is going to be key.
Ducks have the 3rd best free throw percentage of any Big Ten team. Fiso against Rice, averaging 23 in her last 2 contests. Tahina, 10 to shoot. Tahina needs to get going in a hurry. Steps back. Jaquez the rebound. Bruins can take their largest lead of this first quarter with a 3. Niepkens, Ledger Walker wants a 3. And leaves it short. UCLA just 1 for 8 from downtown.
Bruins are getting good looks. They're just short on their shots right now.
To the matinee. Itute could not finish. Muhammad's left-handed putback is in.
Rebounding is going to be key for both teams. You have to put a body into somebody, box out, create that space. Oregon has had way too many easy opportunities for second chance points.
Jaquez splits the zone and finishes with a right-handed floater. Bruins doubling up the Ducks. Mohammed drives. Whoa, that's denies. Rice does not shoot the three. Bruins taking their time. Graduate student Ledger Walker sets it up. Transfer from Washington State in her first year at UCLA. Left corner, Jaquez, money!
Better ball movement by the Bruins, really spacing the floor, forcing the zone to shift and moving the ball with pace.
UCLA has their largest lead of the game as the shot clock goes dark for Oregon. Bruin defense has been suffocating here in the first quarter. Fiso, pull up. No. Time left for UCLA. Ledger Walker turns, fires, and off the top of the backboard. The Bruins, their leading scorer Fiso, scoreless. And they're looking for some offense as they started just 3 of 17.
Oregon's got to finish plays and move the ball a little crisper. UCLA's length has been bothersome, especially in that first quarter. You've got to move the ball with pace and some length, and just like that, Gabriela Jaquez does so much for this UCLA team defensively. She's got great size, and she's got length and anticipates well. So just running up there got Fiso off guard and forced a turnover.
Their head coach is always complimentary for a warrior-like mindset. Kind of sets the tone for this UCLA team. Village to Dugalich. Drives and spins. Floater. Dugalich offensive rebound. Bruins have been eating up the glass. Village open. Planks off front iron and a foul going on UCLA. Dugalich picks up her second. That's now 6 offensive rebounds for UCLA. The Ducks trying to get a win in this building for the first time since 2020.
It's a good job by Oregon clearing out to give Fiso some room to maneuver, even though UCLA is picking up full court.
Georgina around a Muhammad screen. Ari Long pulls up and connects. First points for Long.
In rhythm shot for Long as well. Just that little dribble. She did a good job of loading the dribble to get into her shot pocket.
Long a starter this season after coming off the bench last season. Second year here at Oregon.
The weak side corner is wide open if UCLA can get somebody over there.
Hawkins drives from that corner. Pretty fine for Betts.
The vision, but drawing multiple black jerseys to create the passing lane. Hawkins does it with ease.
And that's now 8 assists early for UCLA. Almost a steal in the backcourt.
UCLA's physicality defensively has been really impressive early on. They're getting up into the body of Oregon. The Ducks have nowhere to go.
Tute blocked up top by Dugalich.
It feels like there's 7 players out in a white jersey right now defensively because the Bruins are moving so well on defense.
Flying around and forcing turnovers and misses. Oregon is 4 for 20 to start the game. Corner 3, Village knocks it down.
That left corner has been wide open. UCLA needs to continue moving the ball with pace to get open looks there.
Just one of 2 freshmen to appear in a game this season. Village makes it a 14-point Bruin lead. Unlike a jumper from Fiso, not enough.
I like the footwork, though.
Looks like that ankle is sturdy. Betts, corner 3, Village. Almost deja vu. And Betts just fouled by Tuhina.
UCLA runs its offense through Lauren Betts. 6'7", she does so many different things, but it's her playmaking and the defense's attention on her constantly. She's moving, but she always has multiple defenders around her, but understands how to get the right angles from her teammates. So keeping a little bit of space and distance, and her teammates do a great job of throwing the ball up there where only Betts can catch it.
She's got a game-high 8. Hawkins from the baseline. Grabs her own rebound and travels.
One thing you don't realize about this Bruins team until you see them in person is just how big they are in height. They're long, but the size right now on the inside has been so dominant against Oregon.
Got Amanda Muse out there, the 6'4" redshirt sophomore, next to Lauren Betts. Big backcourt, front court for UCLA. Has great defense by the Bruins. Kiki Rice plows the paint. Pretty find to Betts.
Betts is moving well without the ball, so even though her teammates are getting into some traffic, she's coming into their eyesight, and they're finding her with high ball.
7-0 Bruin run has them up 16 for the first time. Ari Long floats it for Fiso. And a foul going on UCLA. Kiki Rice just creating angles to find her teammates.
Rice is a total playmaker, drawing a defender. I thought she was going to shoot that for a second. The last second finds her teammate right there, and it helps when you can play with 6'7", because you can just throw it up there. Betts is going to go get it. Anything you throw into Lauren Betts' area, she's going to end up.
And the catch radius is second to none. Double figures for Betts, who did not score in double figures last time these two teams faced off. Rambis from the left elbow, a shot she's been working on. Itute, offensive rebound. Jacobs rainbows it off the heel. Village from the corner.
Transition threes are so difficult to defend because the defense is in a scramble situation. And UCLA has been making Oregon pay for every single mistake they make defensively.
10.
Well, the three-point line has awoken for the catching, squaring, and looking for the open teammate. And UCLA has been able to score threes off of it.
Betts is out-rebounding UCLA by herself. She's got 10 points, or out-rebounding Oregon by herself. She's got 10 points, so do the Ducks. Ducks on the offensive end looking for their second field goal of the quarter, and it comes by the right hand of Mia Jacobs.
And Jacobs needs to continue being aggressive for Oregon. She's coming off a 21-point game. You have to keep driving to the basket and getting those shots, but taking the ball and being aggressive trying to get to the rim. First
team All-Mountain West last season. Transfer from Fresno State. And a kickball by Sophia Bell. Well, Mia Jacobs not only hoops, she shoots. And look at all these fantastic shots that were taken by her. Loves photography, passionate about it. What a great way to watch a game.
We love a multifaceted player, and Mia Jacobs brings so much to the table in terms of that photography. I like the picture of the football player.
Yeah, it's very impressive.
Man, in midair, gotta hire her to take some flicks for us.
Ledger Walker to Betts. Village drives, pulls up. Offensive rebound again. The Bruins with 9 of them in the first half. Neepkins. Extra pass. Ledger Walker lines up the laces. Hits the back rim. And a foul on the rebound. On who?
UCLA has gotten so many offensive rebounds off the weak side. Oregon's not sending someone to box out on the weak side, and UCLA has been able to exploit it by going all the way into the rim and creating second chance opportunities.
It's so hard to stop this offense once, and then every time they're sending 4 or 5 to the glass. It's exhausting for Oregon. Betts with an early 10. Spins on Rambis over a double team. She heads to the free throw line.
The patience of Lauren Betts down low in the paint's been really impressive, and how it's grown over her career. She has multiple defenders that are coming at her, trying to crowd her, but she just waits and waits, and then at the right time, she's able to go up and draw fouls.
She steps to the free throw line where she's an 85% shooter. It's almost a point guard-like IQ, but through the post with the way she's able to play. And next week, she'll join the national team roster of one of just 2 NCAA players on the roster. A special one-of-one player.
A huge honor, and you can learn so much, obviously, from playing with some of the greats in our game, especially with Team USA and how they've been able to develop players at the college level.
Muse underneath on a nice find from Lauren Betts.
The vision from Betts. She has 3 black jerseys around her, but she stays patient and finds her teammates in positions to score.
13 field goals for the Bruins, 12 assists. Jacobs, left wing, grazes the front rim. UCLA looking to add to the lead. They can take their first 20-point lead of the afternoon. Deacon's working on 7 points. A deep three off the left side of the rim, and a foul on Bilic. Good box out by Janai Williams.
Fantastic box out by Janai Williams. That's the type of energy Oregon needs in terms of boxing out. The patience, the ball movement. 1, 2, 3 black jerseys in her vicinity, but Bet stays patient, keeps her pivot foot, and is able to find Muse in rhythm, wide open under the basket.
Just never in a hurry.
No. Which is difficult to keep your poise and patience when you do have so many players around you trying to grab and speed you up.
Kane for Rambis, and a foul on the catch.
You get a couple hot stove touches, as the officials refer to it, but you can't hold an offensive player or maintain that contact for an extended period of time.
Oregon trying to break a 2-minute scoring drought. Fiso to the curling Rambis, and a right-handed finger roll.
Beautiful job by Fiso, because she had good space between her and Rambis and drew multiple white jerseys to get an open look.
Doesn't have points, but a couple of assists for Fiso. Coming off 14 in her last game. Here's Betts. Hawkins goes downstairs. Muse pump fakes, Jacobs bites, and Muse finishes.
Charlize Ledger-Walker has great vision on the floor. She's like a maestro out there, commanding her teammates, getting them in positions, and getting it done defensively.
A steal and a score.
Her basketball IQ is off the charts.
UCLA up 21. Fourth-ranked Bruins putting on a show as Fiso with her first points.
Katie Fiso needs to continue taking shots. They haven't gotten her a ton of open looks, but she's going to have to create for herself, especially because her teammates have had a hard time getting open.
Betts on the catch. Too strong. She hits the hardwood. Oregon's got 5 on 4. Jacobs looking for Bell in the corner. Ledger-Walker with another deflection.
She plays so hard. My goodness. Doing literally everything out there.
She's averaging 10 a contest, but her defense has been more impactful today. Another beautiful find from Betts. Muse couldn't finish, but Lauren Betts says that's all right. An and 1.
UCLA has been able to get some offense going from their defense. Charlize Ledger-Walker has been massive, getting into passing lane. She's timing her picks perfectly, and the deflections. Look at that hustle, boom. Almost Superman's into the cheerleaders, but catches herself. Then Lauren Betts just continues to be like, hey, I'm 6'7", and I'm gonna get every rebound.
11 rebounds for Betts, 10 for Oregon. And Betts gives the Bruins their largest lead, up 22. Rambis bounces it to a cutting Fiso. From the mid-range, she knocks it down.
Better job by Rambis moving into some open areas. UCLA's length has been disruptive right there. If you move the ball with some pace, you can catch the Bruins off guard.
Second made field goal for Rambis. Haka is downhill and heads to the free throw line for 2.
She had an open runway and just absolutely took it. Gabriela Hawkes has been so smart with her floor game in terms of reading the defense and reacting appropriately. I love how aggressive she's been looking for her shot this season.
A reigning Big Ten Player of the Week. Local product for UCLA in her 4th year in a Bruin uniform. This is the free throw. We talked about Oregon being a great free throw shooting team, 3rd in the conference. UCLA is 2nd, and yet they are 2 for 5 from the charity stripe. A stoppage for some blood, it looks like, as Lauren Betts is going to jog her way towards the training staff.
And this is the athletic trainer's time to shine here.
How quick can you take the blood out of the white tight? At what point do you just cut the white tight? You know, why need it?
Yeah, you know, everybody now is wearing like the compression sleeves. Back in my day, we didn't have that as much.
Wow, that was magical. What did they put on?
Hey, listen.
Is that a Tide stick?
Nice job by the UCLA athletic trainer. That was quick.
On it. Jaquez gets the home roll. Now the Oregon offense starting to pick up. They've hit their last 3 shots from the field.
They've gotten open looks because they've moved the ball with pace. Oregon needs to continue to get this defense to shift, especially with ball screens, using the screen. And just like that, being aggressive by coming to the ball. A lot of times on passes, Oregon's just kind of been lackadaisical and let UCLA dictate and get a hand in the passing lane. But you got to meet passes on the catch.
The Bruins have already forced 6 Oregon turnovers. You get a look at Kelly Graves looking towards his team. 10-0 for just the 3rd time under Graves. As Sophia Bell goes to the free throw line. Bell connects on the first. Graduated in 3 years at Oregon. And is working on a master's degree right now. Or excuse me, in 2 years she graduated.
So 2 years working on her MBA program. It's unbelievable, but she's done so much in terms of her defense for this Oregon team, being really disruptive, setting the tone there. But I cannot imagine just as a junior in college going for your MBA. It's unbelievable.
She's speed running the game. Kiki Rice. Pump fakes. Rambis buys it. Neepkins in the corner. Cha-ching.
UCLA has done a great job moving the ball with pace and swinging it to the other side. It's getting Oregon's defense totally off balance.
Fiso tries the transition 3. Here comes Neepkins the other way. The Euro, the finish. A dozen for Neepkins. She almost makes it look harder, but it's so smooth.
Gianna Neepkins brings so much to this UCLA offense because she can score everywhere, but she's so patient within the offense, lets the game come to her. Great pass from Ledger Walker. She was wide open there, giving that zone to shift. And then in transition, like that's a shifty, hard shot to make. The shoulders are staying square to the rim. Even when momentum's going everywhere, she's focused on the finish. Gianna Neepkins makes hard shots.
Yes. 5 for 7 with a dozen points. As Itute steps to the free throw line.
Adding Neepkins to this UCLA offense has been vital. They're so multifaceted. As a defense, when you go in to guard the Bruins, you have to truly pick who you're going to try to slow down because Rice can score everywhere on the floor. Ledger Walker can hit from 3. And it opens things up for Betts because you have these perimeter scorers who can shoot. And that means the defense has to come out to the perimeter, and Betts has a little more breathing room.
Truly an inside-out game. Illich, another 3, her 3rd of the first half.
Ledger Walker is not being talked about enough in terms of her playmaking because every time her teammates have hit 3s, it's mostly from a pass from her or a hockey assist where she's getting somebody else open to get the open 3.
Kiki Rice and Ledger Walker combined 12 assists. Kane nets the triple.
And better ball movement and spacing by Oregon. Just trying to get UCLA's caught off guard. You have to move the ball with pace.
It's the first triple for the Ducks. UCLA to hold for 1. A dominant first 20 minutes. Rice pedals into the paint and puts it off the glass. Fiso, left-handed layup, and a foul. We're going to the locker room. And Katie Fiso is going to head to the free throw line.
Smart decision by Katie Fiso to just take it till you get stopped, and no one stopped her. She got all the way to the rim.
The previous play is under review to determine if the foul happened before the expiration of the game clock.
It looks like the foul happened before the expiration of the clock. Yep, right there.
No red lights. What's Sparky doing? End of the game,
watching
not
the game.
even
Head
watching?
is not on a swivel.
Come on, Sparky.
So 2 shots for Oregon. They're going to put a little bit of time back on the clock. The foul did occur before expiration.
If you're Kelly Graves in this Oregon coaching staff, what's the message in the locker room?
Coming into the second half, keeping UCLA to one and done is going to be key. There cannot be so many second chance opportunities. The Bruins had 11 offensive boards in the first half, and you can't get it back all at once.
The previous play, the foul did occur before expiration of the game clock. 2 free throws will be awarded to Oregon. 0.2 of a second will be placed on the game clock. Play will be resumed from the free throws.
Great explanation. Ducks, one of 17 undefeated teams. They have come from behind on the road, down big earlier this season. We're down 14 on the road at Auburn. This a taller task as Fiso puts the first free throw down. You talked about those 11 offensive rebounds, 10 second chance points for UCLA. Fiso connects on both. And the Bruins inbound and close the doors on the first half. They finish 5.
All back at once. You got to keep UCLA to one and done, then Oregon's got to value every single possession and get to the rim.
UCLA came away with 11 offensive rebounds in that first half. The Ducks have 10 total. Ledger Walker, Betts alone.
Ledger Walker has been the star of the show in terms of getting her teammates the ball. Her passing is elite. She places the ball perfectly each time. She's like a quarterback.
A deflection by Jaquez, and the Bruins are out and running, looking for their largest lead. Rice, the pump fake, gets her own rebound, and is fouled.
Watch Lauren Betts. The way she's able to draw so many different people, 1, 2 people, understanding where she is at all times on the floor. And as she goes down, moves that perfectly. In the pass, Ledger Walker knows where everything is going to happen on the offense. And when you have a player that has such a good understanding of where every single player needs to be, you're in really good shape. She's also passing the ball before her teammates even realize that she's open.
The most experienced player on the team and playing like it. Sat out last year after tearing her ACL. Really her first season on the hardwood in a Bruin uniform, and she has played at an elite level. Fiso and the Ducks looking for offense. Ari Long. Fiso against Rice. 10 on the timer. Fiso patient. Corner 3 from Bell. Bring it up.
Great read by Fiso coming off. Both Betts and Rice went with her. And instead of hitting that short roll, she was able to find that wide open shot. Coach Close, we want to be the ones that throw the punches first and be the aggressors. And in the halftime coming out, they were not aggressive throwing the first punch. And she's exactly right to call a timeout early. Yell at her team even though they're up double digits. That's how you build great teams. You have to never take a possession off, even when you have this type of lead.
Trying to go back to the Final Four in back-to-back seasons. Betts, the spin, the step through, and it falls off. Everything but the finish for Lauren Betts. Ari Long pedals into the paint. Pass sails Jaquez from Ledger Walker. Just the 6th UCLA turnover. They do not turn it over much. Top 4 in the conference in turnovers per game.
UCLA is really trying to not let Fiso even catch the ball. Kiki Rice has done a good job face guarding her, hard denying. She's not allowing her any time of day. And Oregon reacts by going away from Fiso and trying to find some open opportunities down low.
Left-handed finish from Ari Long. And in Moreno Valley, California. Betts from the mid-range. Here comes Oregon. Down 22. Jacobs defers to Fiso. Team's leading scorer coming in. He's got 4 points. Pulls up. short. Kiki Rice the rebound. Ledger Walker finds Rice. Bell gives her space. Extra pass to Hawkins. Neepkins all alone. In and out. And Bell the rebound. Neepkins 2 for 4 from distance today. Fiso stops and starts. And a right-handed finger roll.
That was a pretty finish by Fiso. She had the angle. Hawkins was a little high on her hip, driving to the lane.
Yeah, you mentioned her being more aggressive here in the second half.
And they need her to be. Kiki Rice has helped really keep Fiso at bay because she's been so aggressive, not allowing her to catch the ball.
Hawkins dumps for Betts, and a foul on the catch.
When Katie Fiso gets an open opportunity, she needs to take it. There haven't been very many today. Love the hesitation, gets the defense up out of its stance. Hawkins took one step the other way, then Fiso used her quickness to get to the rim.
Mini 7-0 run here for Oregon. Katie Fiso getting her teammates and herself involved. 6 points, 5 assists. Dugalich. Rice rejects the Muse screen. Shot clock under 10. Betts looking to bail him out, and she does.
Such patience. And Betts continues to keep posting up. Even when teams get physical with her, she gets to her spots and she holds her seal.
17-point, 12 rebound, double-double.
It's been like kind of quiet too, which is crazy.
Not a ton of shots, not a lot in a row. Jacobs, nothing but the bottom.
Spreading the floor and getting UCLA's defense to spread is going to be huge for Oregon.
2 threes now here in the third quarter for a team that had 1 in the first half. Betts turns. Looking for a friend. And finds her point guard, Kiki. Rice zigs and zags. Offensive rebound, Betts. And foul on the putback.
Lauren Betts and Kiki Rice have played a lot of possessions of basketball together, and they're so patient playing with one another. Posting, drawing the defense, staying patient. I just love how physical she is down low, and she never gets frustrated. Some post players you see when they don't get the ball from their teammates right away, they look visibly frustrated, but she stays patient and understands that UCLA is going to swing the ball to try to get a better angle to send it inside.
And she has had a massive improvement from the free throw line as we jinx her. That one's on me, Lauren. I'm sorry. Fiso to the free throw line. Dugalich, the UCLA rebound. You never know if Betts is having a good or a bad game by her demeanor. She's so steady. Muse looking for it. Kiki Rice turns the corner, creates contact, and free throws for her.
And even Lauren Betts being off the ball in that situation, she still kept a black jersey right near her, and another defender had to take a step towards her. So Rice had all the space to get to the rim. So even when Betts isn't touching the ball necessarily, she's still having an impact on the offense because of all the havoc that she wreaks.
The gravity of Lauren Betts as Kiki Rice hits the first.
Watch Lauren Betts. She's got 1, 2, 3 jerseys around her. That means that Rice has a little more room to operate, and Rice does not need a ton of space or daylight to get to the rim. She's so quick and shifty with the ball in her hand.
Got a jump ball as Rice misses on the second. Kiki Rice career high in points and rebounds as the arrow goes to Oregon. Ducks have shot well in this third quarter, 4 of 7 from the field.
Watch Kiki Rice guarding Fiso. She doesn't let her get the ball back.
No breathing room for Fiso. Ari Long falling away.
When it forces Oregon to have to play 4-on-4.
Dugalich. Hands to Rice. And the pass looking for Betts on the baseline. Trickles out of bounds. Well, UCLA leading by 21 here at midway. They led by as many as 21 at the break. And up big here. Megan looking to continue to inflate the lead.
UCLA's defense in the first half was on point. Oregon's done a much better job in this quarter of coming out and being more patient and intentional when they had the ball in their hands. They're moving towards going north to south versus playing east to west like they got caught doing in the first half.
Tute, a downhill drive, and a right-handed layup.
And getting into the paint for Oregon has been huge. Off the dribble, off the pass, but it's forcing UCLA's defense to crash back.
Tute leads the team with 8 points. Village from the mid-range. She's in double figures with 11.
Village has a high release point, so it's difficult to contest.
3 threes and now a mid-range jumper. Tute battling for her own rebound. Picked up by Village and the Bruins. Under 4 to play in the third quarter. The opener of Big Ten Conference play for both these teams. Betts. Right-handed layup. In and out. And Tute with excellent effort to grab the rebound.
She's just been the Energizer Bunny coming in for Oregon.
She spins wall to wall and a right-handed layup.
Hey, she's got a huge stop down low against Betts, then comes down untouched. Coach Close is going to be really frustrated with that transition defense. You got to stop the ball handler.
10 points and 5 boards off the bench. And it's back below 20. Hawkes looks to set up the offense. Gets in the action. Their layup hits the bottom of the rim. Oregon on a run. They've got numbers. Kane in transition. Off the heel. Jacobs flies in for the offensive rebound. And then her and Muse tie up.
Oregon's not playing discouraged by any means. They're coming out. It's the hardest we've seen them play all game. Really nice job by Jacobs keeping the possession alive. But this run by Oregon's happening because they're able to get stops and keep UCLA to one and done. They've been disruptive defensively, and then it's turning into good offense.
They've won this quarter 14-10, holding the Bruins to just 3 of 10 from the field. Neepkins, pretty pass. Dugalich collects her own miss. Ledger Walker off the head of her teammate. That surveys. Dugalich in the post off the window.
Understanding angles is so difficult down low in the post, especially when you're dealing with physicality, and Dugalich perfectly placing that ball off the bank.
Viso almost sneaks one by Ledger Walker. UCLA back up 20 plus. Neepkins running the floor. And her layup falls off. Tute pops. Flat. Maybe some tired legs. This game pace is picking up. Village. In and out. Almost her 4th 3. She had 4 on the season coming in. She's gotten great looks from the corner. There's Viso. The team's leading scorer retreats and now restarts the attack. Lauren Betts a denial. Neepkins. You bet. 15 for Neepkins. And UCLA starting to find their rhythm from distance.
Dugalich picks up the foul, but I love what she just did on the offensive end, staying so patient with this possession after she gets hit in the head. But she comes down later in the possession, post up, and then fading away, keeps those shoulders squared. Fantastic finish. She got play through contact of all sorts, even if it's friendly fire from your teammate.
Ledger Walker just making sure she's still in it. And a backcourt violation on Tuhina. 24-point advantage here for the Bruins. And what's been impressive is they've really shared the rock on the offensive end. Now 20 assists on 25 makes.
It's been unselfish basketball. They've moved the ball with pace, too, and forced Oregon's defense to shift. They're not doing what the defense is dictating. They're completely dictating pace of play because they're moving that ball and the spacing's so good.
Lauren Betts, foul on the floor. This goes on the Ducks. Tute picks up the personal. And it puts Betts at the line. A chance for a 20-point double-double through 3 quarters if she can hit both. Swishes the first. Corey Close talks about how there's just no one like her. Her mobility, IQ, offensive skill set, and defensive prowess are off the charts.
It's the defense piece, too, where she just completely changes plays. Even if she doesn't get a block, she alters shots.
Here come the Bruins. Up 25. Their largest lead today is 27. And they'll hold with about 7 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Ledger Walker sets it up. 7 dimes for her. Charlize spins it. Left wing triple. Neatkins off the heel. And a foul on the rebound. Going against the Bruins. Goes on Ledger Walker, her second. Just the way she can impact the game despite not scoring.
You know, I'm looking at her stat line. She's got 2 points. She's 1 for 5. But the way she can get into people and get her teammates open looks is insane.
Oregon loses the ball out of bounds. And so with 1.9, the Bruins will have a chance. UCLA looking for their 6th straight win over Oregon. Trying to hand the Ducks their first loss. Betts turns, floater. Oh, she missed it long.
Room to shoot. It's a good problem.
Yeah. That inside-out game is just so balanced. You've got 4 scorers who can shoot the 3 ball at an elite level. UCLA 3rd in the Big Ten in 3-point percentage. And then the inside presence of the best big, maybe in all of college basketball, in Lauren Betts.
I've been so impressed with UCLA's defense today, especially Kiki Rice has been just a menace on the ball. She's so quick. And look how she recovers. Even when the defense or the offensive player gets by her, she sprints, gets to the spot, and gets back in front. And that's going to be huge at the next level in the WNBA. A guard has to be able to defend, especially against the quickness that you see in the W. And Kiki Rice has that ability to guard the other team's best player.
UCLA could have 4 first-round picks in this upcoming draft. We got a stacked team on the hardwood. And a travel by Betts. This is a Bruin team trying to go back to the Final Four. First time under Corey Close. Thinking who threatens them to kind of stopping their route to another Final Four run.
In the Big Ten, in terms of winning a conference title, Michigan is going to be a really good test just because they are so balanced with their offensive attack, especially the guards. You know, Maryland dealing with a tough blow. Schmeichel now out for the year, injury that just got announced, so that's going to hurt them. But still, Maryland has so much depth. And then USC is always going to be interesting. And what can they do? Crosstown rival.
Ari Long is fouled. A stacked Big Ten this season.
Like 8 different teams are in the top 25, and then you add in 2 receiving votes. It's crazy when you think about the depth. Getting 12 teams into the tournament last season for the Big Ten. I mean, year after year, this has become the premier conference. And the teams that keep getting added to the Big Ten are women's basketball powerhouses.
Yeah.
Back when Nebraska got added in 2012, powerhouse in women's basketball. Maryland, Rutgers, powerhouses traditionally. And you add in the West Coast schools, like every single time this conference adds more schools, it just ups the profile of women's basketball.
Big Ten games a gauntlet all season. Dugalich flying to the rim, gets fouled. If the Bruins were able to get back to the Final Four, it'd be the second time in school history they go back-to-back. Look at the teams from 1978 and 79. Got a national championship that first run, their only national title on the women's side.
The legendary Annie Myers-Drysdale. Pretty good squad back then. But the tradition that UCLA and the culture that they built, there it is. Myers jersey hanging here in the rafters. Lit up perfectly as well for this game. And it's so cool coming to a game at Poly. You just feel the tradition walking in here. And all the greats that have played on this floor before. And of course the impact that Coach Wooden had. And Coach Close had a fantastic relationship with the late John Wooden. And talks about how it's impacted her coaching career and all that he's been able to teach her. So just really cool the history that you get with UCLA.
Itute quietly having a nice night, 14 points. Now, you can't look up at the roof here at Poly Pavilion and not see a banner. They are everywhere. Bruins trying to open conference play with a win for the 4th straight season. Kiki Rice gets around Kane, and a nifty left-handed finish.
That move is why Kiki Rice is a pro. She keeps her dribble, gets multiple defenders to stand up, and then she just attacks.
Long. Not enough on it.
Keeping your dribble is really hard to continually drill into your head, but Rice does it, stays in, hesitates, takes a little bit of contact, but she focuses on the finish. And just that little hesitation gets the defense out of its stance, and Rice gets lower to the ground and blows by her.
Corey Close thinks of her as an excellent driving point guard as Itute takes away the pass. And an offensive rebound for Long.
Itute has completely changed the game for Oregon. Huge having her out there. She makes every aggressive play defensively.
Fiso gets downhill.
Fiso has had to work for every bucket she's gotten today. UCLA has not allowed her to catch the ball in the offense, and they haven't allowed her to get any sort of creation off the dribble.
I have a lot of respect for her offensive game, the way they're guarding her. Rice ties up with Long. This will be UCLA ball.
Katie Fiso's really expanded her offensive game this year, being more aggressive, and just that hesitation, again, using that quickness to get to the rim. And I like when she extends, going in for a layup. It gives you an opportunity to potentially get fouled, and she's focused on the finish.
And with Betts on the bench, an opportunity to be more aggressive downhill. Neatkins twirls, one-legged. And a rebound for Long in Oregon. Fiso against Dugalich. Another floater. Here comes Leisure Walker and company. Jaquez. And a foul. Katie Fiso coming off a historic game against the Oregon State Beavers. 23 points, 14 assists. It's only been done by 4 players since 2010.
That's a pretty good group of players up there to be with. So, you know, I'm happy to see that there's continued players that can come in and still have an impact in multiple ways, and Katie Fiso has been one of them, and quietly doing so. I think she's a player that's going to make a lot of noise in the Big Ten this year. And just her improvement from last year to this year and what she does for this offense, putting everybody in positions to score.
She pedals, kicks it, Kane. A long rebound, sets up UCLA.
Wow.
Neatkins rolls in the lane.
I'm a big fan of Charlize Ledger-Walker and how she passes the ball and gets her teammates towards the basket in positions to score. Even when she's not scoring the ball, it doesn't matter. She's impacting the game in so many different ways. Wow, good pass.
Rambis unable to finish.
Like, watch this pass from half court practically from Ledger-Walker. That ball is perfectly placed, so Neatkins doesn't have to go back to catch it. She's still moving forward with her momentum.
Don't look now, but Ledger Walker might have a double-double without points. 10 rebounds, 8 assists.
You don't need to score the ball to be impactful in a game. To all the kids watching out there, do the little things. Be a good passer, be a good rebounder, be a good defender. Scoring's fun, but there's so many other things matter to win games.
Fiso finds the bottom of the net.
This Oregon team is going to be a problem in Big Ten play. They have a lot of depth. They play hard defensively. They have multiple weapons that can score. We were talking to Coach Graves before this game. He's like, you know, early on in Big Ten play, going against the favorites in this conference, it's good we nailed this game, get it out of the way, and we can move forward, you know, with Big Ten play, because this is the #1 team that's going to be circled on everyone's Big Ten schedule when they come into the gym. It's a good test for his team early on to see where they stand and where they need to build. There are advantages to playing against a top team that first conference game out of the gates.
You kind of get a measuring stick of areas you need to improve. Jaquez rolls in the first. And then also an opportunity with more non-con games coming up to work on those things without maybe the pressure of a conference game.
And the Ducks haven't necessarily played a terribly challenging schedule starting out 10-0, but it builds confidence as a team when you can get in front of other opponents and win together. You have to learn how to win, and so many different teams are facing this with the transfer portal. Like, you have players that are coming in that are either new or players in new roles that have to get used to being in those positions. And so having some competition you can go against to get a good feel, build confidence as a team, and some momentum is huge.
More Betts building momentum today. She's got 19 points, 14 rebounds. Looking for 20. She's got it.
That short corner is going to be huge. When Betts can hit from there, that pulls the defense out and opens up things on the inside even more.
You talk about learning through the scheduling. Think about this UCLA team. They played 4 ranked teams, 4 really elite teams in the span of 8 days.
Well, and Coach Close has a roster where she can do that. They return so many different players from last year that went to the Final Four. So they understand, wow, how to play on a big stage early on together. So that was a team that's built to have that type of challenging schedule. But they played 4 top teams in a matter of like 10 days. It was crazy. And you go 3-1 in that stretch, you got to be pretty happy.
Yeah. Showing why they're one of the favorites this year in women's college basketball. Neepkins, 4 minutes to play. Bruins on their way to their 6th straight win over the Ducks. Betts bullies and gets fouled. UCLA leading 75-52.
He is owning this game. And that pass, are you kidding me? Like, in stride bounce pass and transition made from half court one-handed. I mean, she's out there like playing just loose pickup basketball.
Yeah. 4D chess. Everyone else is playing checkers. Betts goes 1 of 2. Obviously not the way Oregon had hoped this one would go, but a lot to build on, and really a really strong second half for this team.
I mean, it's a team that started out the season 10-0, and they have so many different pieces that can score. And I love what Fiso has been able to do in terms of her offensive aggression and how she's putting teammates in positions to score. And getting Atute back has been big. Look, the Big Ten season is long, 18 games. You start it today, obviously, but once January and February hit, this Oregon team has built some wins together on the floor confidently that's going to help them out in the long run in Big Ten play.
Fiso to double figures with 12 and almost finds Rambis.
No matter what you throw at Lauren Betts, she's done a great job of reading one-on-one coverage, though really difficult to just stop her because she's so smart. Feels the defense going one way and just comes back finishing on the right side. But using the dribble to get the position she needed to finish.
24 points, 14 rebounds. She had a double-double at halftime. Fiso against Rice. Double team without her dribble in the straitjacket and a foul. Side out. And that's the 4th team foul and the 4th on Dugalich. Bruins' next game will be against Cal Poly on Tuesday. Meanwhile, the Ducks will play Montana State. We go back to non-conference after you dip your toe into the water in Big Ten play. Dugalich to Rice. Dugalich. And a whistle on Muse. Kelly Graves learning a lot from today's contest in year number 12 with the Ducks. And you see the non-con coming up. Got some opportunities to build on the positives from today.
That Michigan game coming up down the stretch. Stanford took Tennessee down to the wire the other night in the ACC Challenge. A lot of good competition to build on before you hit the gauntlet of Big Ten play. But this is going to be a great measuring stick just to see where they're at right now. And this Oregon team has a lot to look forward to, especially defensively. I love how aggressive they've been able to kind of build their case with early on. Headed into this game, they're holding teams under 55 a game.
Village. Approaching 2 minutes left. Kiki Rice. Village studies, fires, and connects. She's not one of the 6 players averaging double figures, but she's up to 13.
Just the depth from this UCLA team makes them so dangerous to be able to come in, have 22 bench points, and have multiple players that can just impact the game and are aggressive scoring the ball. But they take smart shots. Sometimes when you're on the bench as a player and you get put in the game, you're like, okay, I'm trying to get mine right now. But Coach Close's bench players come in, they're patient within the offense, they work the ball, they wait to get the right shot. And that patience and maturity has paid off dividends.
Fiso to Jacobs. Knocks down the 3.
That net barely moved.
Jacobs has been shooting the wall well from distance this season. Final minute 30. Kiki Rice running out of real estate and out of bounds to Oregon. As we look at what's ahead for the 4th-ranked Bruins on their way to their 9th victory. An opportunity against Cal Poly, who played Idaho State earlier today. Baseline jumper from Billich, Muse the rebound. And after the gauntlet to start the season, a chance to rev up before the crosstown showdown on January 3rd.
That's going to be the one everyone has their eyes on. At Ohio State, though, a really good Buckeye team who makes you play fast because they press. They can score from everywhere. A lot of different styles of play that UCLA has already exposed itself to. Playing South Carolina, Oklahoma, Tennessee, and Texas early. That's going to help prepare them for this Big Ten play where you do see a lot of fast, some pressing styles. When you think about Ohio State and Michigan State, you got to be ready for everything.
Etute with the takeaway. We dip under a minute. Kane, pretty feed to Fiso. It's now 14 for Katie Fiso. Kiki Rice. Hawkins. Bruins on route to a 9-1 start. 1-0 in the Big Ten. And their 6th straight win over the Ducks. Rice. Flat on the jumper. And with 5 seconds left, the Ducks will look for one more. Oregon to inbound with .5. UCLA will remain perfect here at home, 4-0 in this building. They took down Tennessee 99-77 last time out. An opportunity to continue to build at Poly Pavilion. The final buzzer brings us to a close. The 4th-ranked UCLA Bruins win their Big Ten Conference opener 80-59 and hand the Oregon